Hello there everybody, welcome back. I'm here to be talking about Death Note Killer Within. Now, this game is based off the popular anime and manga of the same name being Death Note, and it's an online multiplayer game that follows up to 10 players in a match who are trying to complete tasks and solve who the villain is, meaning Kira, and you have up to one or two people that are the quote-unquote imposters that are trying to eliminate everyone on the heroic side, and then they try to win the match. And then you go in the sessions where you decide who's the bad guy and who's not in the voting session. And then you just keep on going till someone wins. Now, based on this description, this sounds a lot like another game we may know about. Among Us. And and yeah, because this is basically Among Us with a Death Note skin. Now, I do want to give them the benefit of the doubt because there are a few caveats into judging this, as instead of it just being a copy and paste of an already well-established and well-known game amongst the board. Well, I don't know how much more popular it is now, but a couple of years ago, during the shutdowns and all of 2020 and probably 2021, it was a really successful and really popular game for its simplicity and accessibility, being it was on mobile and I believe it was on PC. They put it on consoles. It was at a low price to being free in some cases, and it was just something that you could play with friends conveniently. And this game, I guess, is trying to emulate that formula, because if you're a PlayStation Plus member, if you have a PlayStation, the game is currently free for the month of November. So that makes sense. They're trying to build their own audience in a similar way. And while it is a lot of ways similar in terms of its gameplay, the objectives, the story of trying to solve who's the killer or trying to kill everyone as the killer, there is a bit of stuff that's a bit different that I think if you're fans of, for one, anime, or if you're fans of Death Note in particular, you could probably give it a check out. So I played it with a couple of friends because, for one, it was a new game for us to try out, and it was free, and I'm a big fan of Death Note. It's one of, if not my favorite anime. So, been playing it for, I think I played over 30 hours in it just to get a good feel of the game, and I think it's a fun game. It has its moments for sure, and there could be moments where it's very dull. It depends on really who's in your lobby, because the main interactions that made me laugh was where you're in a lobby and you're trying to discuss who's the killer and stuff in those sessions, or you're running past and someone walks up on you, and if you're the heroic person, it'll say someone may have stole your ID. So you don't know if everyone walking up on you is stealing your ID or not. So it has a lot of funny moments of people screaming, be like, "It's him! It's him! Oh my goodness!" And then just a lot of hoopla, and it's a game that stirs up drama and controversy. If you're into that type of stuff, and when you're playing games, it just gets everyone riled up on trying to be the detective, who's the villain and stuff. And it's really funny. And there's the kill animations when you are Kira and you write their names in the Death Note. They replicate some iconic moments from the show, like the Hangman. They had moments like that. They had the moments of the heartbeat, from L when he falls over, and there's it does get repetitive because there isn't that many, but those were the two that I really thought of that were really came to mind. And another difference between this and Among Us, and I hate to keep bringing up Among Us, but this is basically what this is. I'm just trying to let you all know it isn't like your typical anime game where it's a fighter or story driven or anything. It's literally a copy and paste Among Us with some differences, because some of the animations and all look a bit different. It looks like it's more of a 3D style of game instead of 2D, like how Among Us looked kind of like a 2D animation. So there's a bit of difference in terms of the animation department. There are a lot of fun references for fans of Death Note that you can catch on, and the map is obviously different, where Among Us was in type of a spaceship and stuff. This game, you're kind of in a downtown city in Japan. So there is a bit of a difference in terms of the setup and layout of the games, but the gameplay is really similar, like in terms of being the good guy and bad guy and your objectives. You have that meeting room like I mentioned before, and it just really comes down to if you're a fan of that type of game or if you're not, because like I said, it could get really repetitive after a while if you don't have the right people to play with. And even if you do, I can't really see someone sitting here like for like a half a day or an all day type of situation. Like some games get you hooked and you're there for a long time. I can't see that with this type of game. But again, it's if you are watching this video and it's not $1 free, when I looked, it's also like $10. So it's still really cheap if you ever wanted to check out the game. But all in all, those were my thoughts on Death Note Killer Within. Again, what did you all think of this video? Please let me know down below in the comment section. And were you able to play the game, or have you even heard of it, or are you even a fan of Death Note and anime in general? Again, let me know down below. And if you want to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to get notified when I upload, that would mean so much to me. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!